Alright, here we have a vintage GE 19-inch CRT TV from 1982, I believe. This was a trash find. Driving home from work, I circled around, picked it up. It's been out here for about a year, just now making a video on it. Got your power, volume, channel, quartz electronic remote. Of course, they didn't throw the remote out with it. Auto color system. Turn it around. Just sturdy. I cleaned it up a little bit. Got your antennas here. The wire for it going all the way down to here. You can just connect that. Hook up the other antenna. Got your standard bow tie antenna down here for UHF. It's attached. This pops off. So you can attach it to like that. I believe these are like the instructions. This somehow comes off, but I don't quite know how. Get that open to access the paper. Get your other connections here, like normal cable, cord clip. Get your power cord. Information on it. Put the serial. Model number right here, 19PC2745W. General Electric, January 1983. Portsmouth, Virginia. 120 volts, 60 amps, 60 hertz, 1.5 amps. I have to figure out how to get this off so I can look at the paperwork on this. Don't really get that anymore. Paper in there, something about a keyboard. It's probably like troubleshooting. Let me see if I can figure out how to get this off. I want to look at the paper. Alright, finally got it off. Had to pry it off over here. One of the things is broken. Basically had to break it off because it just wouldn't release. Like this side's supposed to come off, but it's like it wasn't doing that. Service information is customer's property. Replace service info and plastic cover before installing cabinet back. So here's the paperwork. So, like diagram, mini manual. You don't get these. And what's this? Has this thing been serviced? Let me open this up. This is a service tag from November 2nd, 83. Just says, no fault found, all channels okay. Something. Hard to read, but it says no fault found, all channels okay. Something about intermittent. Loses channels after something intermittent on cable. So I guess it cuts out, or the channels cut out. They couldn't find nothing wrong. So that's a little bit of history into that thing. 11 months after it was bought, or whenever it was purchased, who knows. And all the paperwork, including how to service it. So I'll hold on to those. Now honestly, I'm not going to be able to pick up anything on over the air because that's long since discontinued. But I do have a converter box if it works, so I can hook it up to this. So I've got to track down one that works. It's all China, so they all quit. One's got a blown capacitor. And another one died out here. So I think I got one spare left. So let's plug this in and turn it on and see what we can get. Going over the paper more, real quick. Like all the different troubleshooting charts. Like no raster. Does the set have high voltage? It should be 26.8 kV at the picture tube anode. If yes, then what to do. If no, check the bridge rectifier, cathode. So you got a manual, it tells you what to check for the service technician. This is the PC chassis layout. CRT socket. 19-inch PCB chassis. Mini manual. Service information for technician use only. Accessible from inside TV set only. So we got to service it. On the back, we got the diagram. I'm not going to zoom in. There's a list of all the components and transistors, diodes, resistors. The replacement parts here. Good luck trying to find any of this shit today. You don't get these with vintage TVs anymore. It's rare that you get something that has like all the paperwork with it. And this one, tuning system. More diagrams. So, but anyway, let's plug this in. Now it did power on before. Let's see if it still does. Yes. And we have snow. Like I said, you're not going to pick nothing up. There's no such thing as free over the air anymore. Well, not analog, you have to have digital. So anyway, we know it works. At least this part does. Let me see if I can find a working converter box and see if we get anything with that.